I have a little unboxing video here of the new Monstrum Challeger. This is a budget, first focal plane, high-powered variable optic, HPVO. It was designed in America, but being budget-friendly means it was made in China. Seems to be well packaged. See, we got a bag of assorted items. And we got our scope rings. I think both the rings and the scope are made from simple 6061 aluminum. But they do seem to be quite beefy, and it has this fancy little leveling bubble. Got 5 screws on the top of this one, 2 mounting screws. The other one seems to be identical other than not having the level and that level being replaced by another screw. So we got 6 on top on this one. I'll eventually mount these on an AR, so I may go with a cantilever style. Now for the main attraction. These are nice little foam blocks, so it seems to be packaged well. This is a 3 to 18 power. It's got a 50mm objective lens and a 30mm tube on it. There's a desiccant packet. Don't eat that. So far, so good. Looks pretty good for 200 bucks. May upgrade to some flip-up caps later on. I know Monstrum makes some. But these lens covers will do fine for now. The variable power throw lever seems to be pretty smooth, but a little stiff. Here's the diopter. Once you get it mounted, you can turn this knob to get the reticle nice and crisp to your eyes. Here's the elevation turret. Use that to move your reticle vertically up and down. You can hear the nice audible clicks. This is your windage turret, which moves your reticle horizontally or left-right. Locks in and out. Hear the clicks there. Even has a nice little vacuum sound when you pull it in and out. You can lock it by pushing it in and out. That way you don't accidentally bump it. On the opposite side of the windage turret is the parallax adjustment, which is basically the focus knob. It's marked out in yards, and it can go all the way down to a little past 20 yards, and so you can use that for short range, and then you could spin it up for 100, 200, 500, even up to infinity. And beyond! The other knob is the illumination control. It goes from 1 to 6, and there's an offsetting in between each number. The throw lever is getting easier even after just a couple minutes of playing with it. Other items in the box is a warning not to zero below 25 yards, little couple tools, your owner's manual, an extra battery because there's one already loaded into it, and a cleaning cloth. This little tool will take the turret caps off. A coin will do it as well. This is how you set your zero stop. So you can loosen the 2 little set screws, one inside, one on the outside. And take your little tool and take this nut off. Once you got that off, you can pull the turret off. Now let's say you zeroed it for your minimum range you wanted, and it's about there at about 8.5, but you want that to be 0, so you just pull the turret up, spin it around to 0, and set it back down. Now the lowest you want to go is set right at 0, and you just retighten all your nuts and set screws. And put your cap back on. And now your lowest setting is now set at 0. It won't spin past 0. At max magnification, this is what the reticle looks like with no illumination. Alright, it's hard to get a good picture, but it does look way better in real life. But here's what it looks like with the illumination on at max magnification. In real life, just the center crosshair is lit up and the numbers are nice and crisp. While not ideal, it could work as a red dot inside, although 3x is a little too powerful for a red dot. This is the minimum magnification but maximum illumination, and it seems to work pretty well as a red dot. I don't have a setup yet for this scope, but I just threw it on this little rifle just to see how it works, and I may or may not have to get those cantilever scope mounts. So far, it looks like a pretty decent scope for the money. I guess I'll give an update here in the next few months to see how I like it once I get a proper setup for it.